Come, let us prepare, make some good profits today. Market left us big clues right here. I want to talk to you about this, especially if you're waiting for the dump. I need to show you the liquidity where, and you have to be patient because yes, certainly there will be a pullback, but you have to wait. Let me talk about that in today's video. Before that intraday analysis, it's important you find your profits in the charts every single day, accumulating wealth. 1104 right here. Now, I talked about this magenta algorithm, and I told you had to wait for the cup to close. And for that, you see how the orange started building more liquidity on the way down. This was a beautiful trade right here. Now, this was 5-figure for me just for this particular trade. Absolutely beautiful. Now, you have to be finding profits in the charts. It truly doesn't matter whether this is going up or down. And you realize I already took my profits early on the way down, especially when it didn't sustain that precision algorithm. Remember, I always talk about the money maker algorithm here. In this case, the green precision algorithm. Absolutely beautiful trade. Trade as structure demands. You're able to identify your risks very, very precisely and be able to scale up. Because remember, why do this if you're not able to learn a skill to stack and scale up? Absolutely beautiful trade here. Now another one, 1245 here. Now it's important you understand the teal algorithm here, isn't it? And of course this very beautiful blue algorithm. Now there are two things you have to look out for here. Firstly, I mentioned that the cup has closed. Right here, when the cup has closed, it's important you understand where it is, and thereafter look out for the handle that start forming. Now you see the handle forming, and I talked about this very beautiful teal and blue convergence here near to where the 617.7 is, exactly as it is. That's a very beautiful liquidity zone that started building, and you see that beautiful trade right there. Absolutely beautiful trade, close to 5 figures for me right there. Now, do you have to take the entire move? No, not at all. Sometimes you got it early because you saw some early structure to help you get involved and get into the trade. Absolutely beautiful. But otherwise, small move. Once you get more confirmation, you see your risks that you can manage, you can scale up, and here we go. Another potential 5-figure move, especially later in the day, gets easier if you're trading 0 day to expiry, but you have to be absolutely patient, wait for structure to form. If there are no structure, then there's no trade. It's as simple as that. Absolutely beautiful trade to the penny again. And if you can have the algorithms to guide you to the penny, what's more important is not about getting the prediction. What's more important is that you can learn to manage your risks to the penny. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, wow, I can predict the stock market. Well, yes and no, because the question is, predicting the stock market does not make you money. Predicting your risks, managing your risks, that will realistically make money. So when you're watching YouTube videos, you have to be very careful about people poisoning you with signals. This is not signals. I talked about this all the time in all my videos, in my comments. You have to be very, very mindful of that. This is not signals. Signals will ruin you. I say that every single day. So don't be poisoned by the allure of prediction of stock markets. Sure, I think I can predict this for the next 30 seconds of the next 1 minute. That's it, because I understand the concept of liquidity. But some of you, you're watching YouTube videos thinking that the person can predict what's going to happen in that particular day or next. You must be kidding. Millions, hundreds of millions of trades. Millions of people are trading. How can you realistically know where this is going if 1 million people have to make decisions all at once to decide price? So you have to understand, yes, perhaps with the algorithms, we have a superpower that we can read the future for the next 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes. That's about it. It's very limited. But if you had a superpower that can help you tell the future by the next minute or two, if you give it to me for the next 10 seconds, 20 seconds, I can tell the future, I think that's good enough. I will take full advantage of it. And that's the power of liquidity. So you have to understand the precision of the algorithms is not to help you predict.